everyone, and welcome to the Norwegian Cup third round draw, featuring all 14 teams of the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance Division 1 and 18 other Norwegian clubs. It's going to be interesting to see, can all the teams be kept apart, or will we see some real classics between some of the big teams as we go into an important round of this competition? Take a look at the previous round's results, and for this, I welcome Chief Executive of the Swemp FA, Mr. Graham Symington. Good morning, Graham.
Oh, good morning. It's very nice to be here. It'd be nice to have a little look at some of the teams that are taking part in the next round. We have here Aresund, and their key players, really. We have Bjorn Helge Riise, the brother of Dangley's player in Division 2, Jon Arne. It'll be interesting to see him playing some football, maybe. And the Norwegian Jamie Victory there as well. I think Jamie Victory would be a welcome addition to this league.
Yes, I suppose he would be in a way, but we've got plenty of talent on show without having to go necessarily to him. And you picked out a player from this next side as well, didn't you?
Yes, the Andalsnes player, Arnt Olav Hønsvik. He scored a hat trick in the last round. He's quite lethal at the moment, and I don't think many teams would want to face him.
Well, quite possibly, yeah. I mean, a 5-0 win over Skarbavik, the Norwegian Scarborough, in the last round suggests that, they certainly took their time, used their time well, didn't they, with their Tor Clock on the other team. We've got some more games here, haven't we?
Yes, Awful won their last round. I don't think they were that awful. And Bjarsen, they went to penalties against Verdal, not Werder Bremen. Klausenhagen, I quite like Klausenhagen for their wonderful combination of flow and bow and row. See how they get on in the next round. It'd be quite nice to see if they can all get on the score sheet, maybe.
You don't really want them to get on the score sheet, surely. We're looking to try and get these teams from the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance through to the next round, hopefully.
Yes, of course.
You see here Nybergsund, they've had a 2-1 win, and Fauska Sprint also went into penalties in their match. Further as well with a victory. Hammerfest, fantastic name, isn't it?
Yes, I usually go to that. It's a good metal festival in Somerset.
Somerset. Well, yeah, I thought it'd be Norway. Kongsvinger, they had a victory as well. Roald Dahl, he's had a penalty victory over Holland. He's done very well there, hasn't he? But of course, you were quite drawn to Vålerenga, weren't you?
Yes, just some of the key. I think this is probably the strongest team outside the division here. We've got Tran, who's always pretty reliable, and the Hagen brothers, Erik Bjørnstad Hagen, who usually performs well. He's very, very tall. He played for Wigan. And Rune Bjørnstad as well. They brotherly, so much brothers, they're twins. And Rekdal with 1 million caps. I mean, you could add these two together, 100. Very good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we don't usually add up caps and goals to do things, but if that's what you want to do, then fair enough. We see victories all the way across the Division 1 sides, and then the team you described as Love Ham in the last round.
Yes, I mean, the one thing they've got is they've got the horn, haven't they? So they certainly are up for it in the next round of the competition.
Yes. Florov won on penalties in their game, and the next game there, Skade, you decided that Skade were worth a bit of a look.
Yes, I just think that they had the wonderful Eric Noppy. I quite like the name, but also Daniel Bratton is hiding in the team there, and he can be a big influence on some games, I think.
Yeah, quite possibly. He certainly turns out pretty good usually, doesn't he? Into the next match here, a big win for Tolnes, and you picked out a real past star in here, haven't you?
Yes, Björn Heidenstrom. He's here. The old Leyton Orient player in old times, one of the greatest Championship Manager players of all time. He's here, He's playing well. He's old.
Well, not as old as some people.
And yes, of course, Ars in the team as well. Very nice, nice Ars. He's playing well.
Yes. And then, of course, we got Tornado had a big victory in their game. And Traff, Dummer.
Yes, it's quite strange, isn't it? We've got Kai Roberg here, and Kai Roberg here scoring the goals in the game.
Well, I mean, where do you draw the line between those two players? Oh, it's there, isn't it? And if that wasn't odd enough, you've spotted someone else.
Yes, odd. Ariel Skanhoft as well. On loan for the team longer by name. It is in area and length and all that.
Yeah, big win there. They look like they could be a bit of a challenger. And then, of course, the teams from the Division 1. So we're going to the draw. I'm going to leave it in your capable hands, and Graham.
Yes, this is the third round draw for the Norwegian Cup. 32 teams, and we will see what happens. Kongsvinger will play Awful. The Wacky Racers are up against Flamingos.
Oh, well, that's a big game already, isn't it? We've immediately drawn out two sides in the relegation battle in Division 1.
Skeid will play CCCB. Tornado versus Hammerfest.
Destructive match, definitely destructive match.
Imaginary Madrid will play the Boostown Badgers.
Another massive game there. Imaginary Madrid with a great win in the last round, and Badgers doing well in the league and also performing well in the cup.
Trafford United will play Bolton Phoenix.
Oh, that's the game. That is the game we were all looking for there, isn't it? It's a real big one there. We got Dadji versus Ryan in the big game of the round. Surely not a bigger one.
Ålesund will play Lövham. Andalsnes versus Vålerenga.
Well, fortunately, the teams from Division 1 have avoided playing Vålerenga, so hopefully that will have a bit of a positive effect on them and maybe run the risk of being knocked out. That'll be a bit reduced.
Faliraki 99ers will play Dala. Ewan Rovers will play Førde. Atletico Ullemal will play Nybergsund.
3 games there in a row where they've potential banana skins, but non-league sides there, not even in the division below.
Fortuna Deflection will play Klausenengen.
Another one added to the list there.
Floro will play Traff. Fauske Sprint versus Rangers of Wolverhampton Football Club.
Ooh, away game there for Andrew Richards. Will it be curtains for his team in this game? Who knows? Hopefully not. We want to keep all these teams in as much as possible.
Hull's Vikings will play East Coast Warriors.
Whoa. Well, we thought we had a big game with Trafford Phoenix. We've got 2 absolute crackers in the next round. That'll be fantastic to watch.
And Bjarson versus Tornes.
Heidenstrom avoiding teams from the top division with a chance of reaching the last 16. So, taking a look at the fixtures that we have here, then thank you very much, Graham, for that.
Oh, pleasure. I do enjoy this.
Yeah, we've got the first game the day before on the Tuesday of Bjarson versus Tornes, which I think leaves all 14 teams in on the same match day this time. We have home games for Allenwell, Ewan Rovers, Faliraki, away for the Wanderers of Wolverhampton, Fortuna versus Klausenengen, Hulls versus East Coast, Imaginary Madrid versus Badgers, Racers versus Flamingos, Trafford versus Phoenix. 4 matches with teams from the same division, so we will definitely be down to 10 at the most and leave 6 non-league sides in the next round. And then, of course, the Iron Curtain away to Skeid. It'll be an interesting one there, and those ties will be played. We have a midweek round of league games this week, and then at the weekend, next weekend, it will be these cup games. So, again, thank you, Graham, and looking forward to seeing you in the next round.